You name a sport, and it's safe to say we've covered it here on Sports Central. That is until now. The United States is sending its first ever Maya ball game team to the International Championship this week in Belize. We sent Chris Hayre to one of the team's practices as they get ready to play in an ancient game that's also known as Pok Ta Pok.
So here in Los Angeles, I feel like we have two of everything when it comes to sports. But this is one you probably have not heard of. I'm here with Marco Pacheco. Marco, tell me what we're doing here today.
So today we're introducing the USA team, the Pok Ta Pok team that's going to be competing the 5th World Cup of Pok Ta Pok, this ancient Maya ball game that's been played for thousands of years. But now for the first time, the United States and the representatives, the players, are going to be heading to Belize and represent the United States.
Pok Ta Pok. Tell me what Pok Ta Pok is, how the game began, and if I'm not mistaken, this is like the oldest game ever.
Popol Vuh, the sacred book, explains the mythology of our ancestors and how the world was created. Well, the world was created with this game. This game was how the sun and the moon came to be was through this game. The game has been played for thousands of years. The Mayas were able to create this ball that weighs almost 6 to 7 pounds. And this is a very heavy ball to play with.
Let me see that ball.
Sure.
So this looks like a boulder to me.
It's made out of rubber, and the Mayas, the ancestors, were able to understand the essence of rubber, and they were able to vulcanize it.
30 seconds to tell our viewers how to play this game.
From the spiritual perspective, it's bringing equilibrium, but from the sport side, Pok Ta Pok is only played with the hip. So every time you hit it, it bounces onto earth. You're bringing energy, you're bringing equilibrium to Mother Earth, you're bringing equilibrium to the universe. To score, there's a cord, the ball has to pass the center line. If the other team misses hitting the ball, that's a point against them. If they hit it to the outside of the court, it's a point against them. To keep advancing all the way through until you force them into submission. Also the ancient way, there's a hoop. So the ball goes right through the hoop.
How long do games last, Marco?
It's about, half an hour or so. It's very intense.
What's actually very great about this is that a lot of the movements, the biomechanics and the things that we know when we see American football, when we see soccer. This is my instructor, Akansa, my instructor, okay? It teaches me how to be patient, aka when I made a ball. This teaches me how to deal with adversity. If I take a bad hit to the rib, which doesn't feel too good, right? This instructor helps reconnect us to the world around us, because every time the ball bounces on the ground, right, it brings that energy back to us. And then when we play with another person, it helps us build relationship. All of that can happen just by playing this game.
Very good stuff right there. That will do it for Sports Central, but pass me this ball. Pat, what are you gonna, you got a little bit of hip action? Come on, girl. That didn't work out. That didn't work out right.
I don't know if
it's all about the hips.
I don't know if the ancestors appreciated that, Darren, but
I don't know if my mom and dad appreciate that.
But
and my
you
wife
get
back
100
home.
points for trying, and for everybody, just to let you know, Mike Rogers, he was in on this too. So, but that was pretty good. Now let's see.
You just gotta put your hip into it. That's all. My hips don't lie, Pat.